What's up, guys? I'm Shane, and welcome to what should be the finale of Saints Row. And just when you thought it was over, I mean, this is just like, you did all this, take down all the gangs, you got control, and you can't even enjoy it for a phone conversation.
This is Chief Monroe. If you want Julius back, listen to what I've got to say. Now, that stunt you pulled downtown with a rocket launcher cost my associates and I quite a bit of money. Now, I may not be an honest man,
What did I do with the rocket launcher?
So
I'm
rather
sure I
than
did
turn
something.
Saints Row into a parking lot, I'm gonna let you work off what you owe me. There's a mayoral campaign going on, and I want one of the candidates taken off the ballot. Marshal Winslow is in his campaign bus right now, and he has an appointment with the northbound. Park that bus on the train tracks tonight, or you'll find Julius's body floating in the river tomorrow. Don't disappoint me. Julius is counting on you.
Alright, so... it's not even that they arrested Julius. Apparently that was too good. No, they're holding him hostage. I don't think I needed anybody to come with me, considering I'm about to go steal a bus. Oh, I'm timed. I shouldn't have been recruiting people. I should have been making a beeline for this. I'm sure I'll be fine. My car is already almost totaled. Damn, he's still going. Getting out of the car might have been a mistake, honestly. Yeah. He's off my screen now.
Who the hell are you?
Okay, so I'm very confused. I've got a minute now to get it to the... How far do I gotta go?
Son, it's not.
Oh, hell no, I ain't making that.
Walk away from this.
Well, maybe I can make that. This, yeah, I don't think it's enough time. I think I definitely screwed that one up getting out of the car. I kind of thought the timing was just to, God damn it. Well, there goes that. I thought the timing was just getting to the bus. Then I thought the timing was damaging the bus. And apparently it was the whole thing. Oh, I'm actually going to cut it pretty close. It's right there. I'm not going to make it, but... yeah, that's alright. That won't be too bad. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm already halfway there. As opposed to before, where after all that time, I was still all the way back. And kapow. Shoot. It's okay, I can handle it. Rocket launcher for the win. I think the thing that sucks about this too is that this guy who we're about to set up to die, his whole campaign actually would have benefited Saints Row. Like, Hughes is making us basically take out someone who would have been on our side, and like, I know it doesn't matter to the playa / the boss once we get to the new games, but like, we would have all gotten full pardons. I forget where that information is revealed. I know it's somewhere. All it takes is a rocket launcher. Now I got it. Last time, I needed like an extra 5 seconds. This time I got almost 2 full minutes that I didn't need. Oh, I could have just done this the first time. Get out of the bus. Run away. And there's the train. Sweet. And I'm just gonna take this, honestly. Like, a lot of the vehicles in this game, they're, like, balanced. They're usually either fast, or they're tanky, or they handle well. You know, like, they've got strengths and weaknesses. This thing's pretty much, like, tanky, but it's also fast. And it also handles better than it should. Also, apparently it off-roads well. That's what I'm learning right now. And in retrospect, okay, that car just fell out of the sky.
What the hell is this?
Even if I hit that car, it wouldn't have landed there. I don't know what the hell happened there. Yeah, in retrospect, this should have been my car of choice. I think the only reason it's not most of the time is simply because you can't customize it. That's the only reason. There's not really too much point, but I'm gonna go drop this off at my house. Okay, so do we get Julius back now?
Did you handle it? Where the fuck is Julius?
Have you heard back from Monroe?
Nice work. But I don't think I can let Julius go until you do a little more community service. We'll be in touch.
Looks like we wait.
Why? So we can let this jagoff jerk us around? Fuck that!
And what would you rather do?
You know exactly what I'd like to do.
Johnny, we're not blowing up City Hall.
Hey, I'm just saying, it would solve a lot of problems.
What if they're keeping Julius there?
Alright, but there's gotta be a better plan than let's be Monroe's bitches.
You're right, there is. Marshal Winslow was a major public figure, and you can bet your ass that people would ask questions if the chief of police wasn't at his funeral. I say we hit Monroe during the funeral procession. That should show whoever he's working with that we're not fucking around.
You're saying we should assassinate the chief of police while he's at the funeral of the guy we just smashed?
Yeah.
Don't tease me, Dex.
Let's fucking do it.
The things that make Cat happy.
We only get one chance at this, so we can't fuck this up. Once we hit Monroe, we better get out of there quick. The last thing we want is to make a big scene.
The last thing we want is to make a big scene as we're going to try and assassinate the chief of police. You right. Yep. Subtlety. Alright, I guess this is the spot.
Johnny's set up across the street. He'll be giving us cover if things go bad after.
Oh yeah, there he is. Hey, Johnny.
Before the mourners roll by. Take this. When the funeral procession comes into view, take out Monroe. He'll be the one in the cop car.
Okay. He'll be the one in the...
Okay, here comes the procession. Just line up with the cop car and... Ah, shit, there's more than one. All right, this ain't a problem. It'll just take a little more work to find out what car is it.
What is happening? I don't think this is how it's supposed to go. Let's just blow up everything. Except for that one, apparently, because it's right out of my... Ow. Dex, we gotta go down on foot. Because I can't hit that one, it's behind a tree. There we go. Yep, forgive and forget. Let's pay them $600. I don't need your testimony, only a body. Yep. Jeez, that's why I should have taken one of those. Dex, all I'm saying is be prepared to jump. Shit. Jump. We didn't jump. He didn't jump. I hit the button. But we didn't get out. Apparently going backwards means you can't get out of the car. Alright, round 2. Not gonna lie, I am tempted to steal that armored truck. Okay, I need to stop blowing myself up. Get the forgiven bit before the cops get here, you say. I have some bad news for you. They're here. Alright. We're already on black smoke. We actually got off to a better start. Get out. Okay, I'm changing cars. The bootlegger can't handle it. I'm gonna try parking underneath the stairs, too. Maybe that'll help. Alright, now they've given up. So we're gonna run down here. Ow. Okay, so now we run over here. We load up. Come on, Dex. Come on, Dex. Get in the damn car, Dex. Dex, get in the goddamn car. Okay, and now we go. Damn it. Yes, I noticed. Tires are overrated. Jeez, how far do we gotta go? Okay, it's not that bad. I mean, it's terrible because we're already down 2 tires. I'm not out of options. I just have to creatively give myself back options, that's all. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Black smoke shit. It's right there. It's right there. You gotta be kidding me. I'm walking through forgive and forget. I don't give a shit. We made it. No, Dex died. Oh, no, we completed it. Okay. I'm like, I don't care. We're there. On foot. That's the way to complete a mission, I guess. My guy died.
Hello there, young man. This is Alderman Hughes. That was quite a message you sent at Winslow's funeral. And trust me, I heard it loud and clear. Now, I'd like to set one thing straight. It was Monroe's plan to strong-arm the Saints.
All right.
Personally, I've always
Monroe's
thought you and I could have
to.
a much healthier relationship.
Now we got Hughes.
Now, we've had a rocky start, yes, but why don't we fix that? Come over to my fundraiser tonight. Julius will be there, and between the 3 of us, I'm sure we can work something out.
I believe this is the last mission. Excuse me, I need this.
This isn't happening. My car.
This is... I forgot about the voxel. This was one of my favorites back in the day. This is the first time I've seen this car the whole playthrough. And that was it. That was... Oh, that was it. Alright, there is no need to load up on ammo. Last chance to save while in the city. Save now? Yes, I would love to. And this is it. End of the game. End of the line. I want to have a little bit of discussion at the end. A couple things, but... Enjoy.
Your guest is here, Mr. Yost.
Thanks, Steve. If you don't mind, could you wait outside? I'm Richard Hughes. It is a pleasure to meet the man who handed me the election. No need to be modest, I'm serious. There's no way I could have beaten Marshal Winslow. God rest his soul. But you made the impossible happen, and for that, I can't thank you enough. I mean, had Winslow been the only person killed, attention would have definitely been cast on me. But after that fireworks display you pulled at his funeral, it's become abundantly clear these horrible crimes were perpetrated by the 3rd Street Saints. While before people criticized my Saints Row urban renewal plan, it is now being lauded. See, until you came along, I was displacing poor people. Now, I'm destroying a hotbed of gang activity. What can I say? The public is fickle. Champagne. As you get older, you quickly learn that there are only 2 types of people in this world. Race, money, gender, none of this matters. At the end of the day, you're either a winner or a loser. Now, the sad truth about our situation is that in order for me to be a winner, I have to level your neighborhood and salt the earth. Hold on for a moment. Stephen, could you come in here? Where was I? Oh yes, salting the earth. Now, I suppose I could try to pay you off. But really, what's the point? You just say no. Or in your case, stand there looking intimidating, and we'd be right back to where we started. So I figured I'd cut the middleman and get right to the point.
Yo, can you speed this shit up? I want to go to Freckle Bitches.
You're going to die here, son. Make no mistake about that. But if it makes it any easier on you, I'll be sure to thank you in my acceptance speech. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a party to...
And that's it. That was Saints Row. That, the one thing I've always been a little unclear on, it seems like everybody else knew this was coming except for us. Except they didn't know it was coming come the next game, even with 5 years of hindsight. This game still kind of holds up. It's a little... The checkpoints not being there is like the biggest detractor from it. But if they were to ever... They're not going to, unless Gearbox forces them to, now that Volition's been absorbed into Gearbox. Not absorbed into, but just become part of them. They could do what Banjo-Kazooie did when it came to the Xbox 360, where they would put checkpoints in there when there weren't in the original game. And I really think that, a little bit of graphical upgrade, you know, 1080p... That's it. I think that's all this game needs. It still holds up pretty well. Even with the little kind of wonkier controls, it's older controls. But remember, this game is older than a lot of you guys are, who aren't supposed to be watching this, but you're doing it anyways. Now, there are a couple things. So obviously, from what you saw there, you see everyone sort of looking at their watch and looking at what time it is. And it makes you question some things. The big reveal in that, though, is that Troy was holding the badge. Troy was a cop. Undercover, working there. And what's cool, later on in the second game, you hear a conversation with Dex and Troy, and you hear Dex say, "I knew you were a cop." That's why he wouldn't tell him anything during those missions with the Carnales. He knew he was a cop. And the really cool little thing they put in there, and I'm gonna get a couple. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a good scan on these or not. If you have the original instruction booklet with this game, it is basically presented, and you kids don't know this nowadays, but sometimes the instruction booklets would be really cool and you would enjoy them. The instruction booklet for Saints Row was presented basically as the notebook of an undercover cop. Now in there, he obviously never reveals what gang he's working for or anything like that, but there's a couple little things in there that hint towards it. First off, the fact that there's an interview in there that's published in the paper, and they say the first thing the guy does is light up a cigarette. All of these people in this game, they all talk about it, but as far as people you regularly see, it's Troy's usually got a cigarette in his mouth. Like, that's part of his character design. And the second one that I really enjoyed is that when they have the gangs that they have in there, and they're trying to describe, you know, he's giving them a little rundown on all of them, he put the Los Carnales and then scratches out the. And who's the one who calls them the Los Carnales the entire game? And it's a running gag. It's Troy. So if you're paying attention, it's actually spoiled for you who the undercover cop is, but you wouldn't really know. It's one of those things that's spoiler in retrospect. So instead it just works. It's like hidden in there pretty well.
We're treated to an amazing sight a few moments ago as the yacht registered to the Alderman exploded in a shower of brass and mahogany. We were a safe distance away, so no one here was injured, as far as we can tell. But we have no word as to who, if anyone, was actually aboard. We don't know how this happened.
Now the upside with having multi-track editing now is I'm going to cut here for a second, because now you're going to hear the newscast of them talking about this.
Witnesses outside say that the peaceful, serene evening was suddenly punctured by a vicious explosion that not only reduced the Alderman's yacht to a pile of floating debris, but knocked out windows and swamped smaller boats throughout the marina. Jack?
Jane, while you were giving that report, we attempted to contact Alderman Hughes' press secretary, and there was no answer. Do we know where the Alderman is?
No, we do not, Jack. I've asked around, and no one from the press corps noticed any official movement on the boat, as it's early in the evening and the event was not scheduled to begin for another couple of hours.
Do we know if this was an accident or yet another attempt on the life of a public official?
Jack, we don't have any definitive answers on that, and with almost no details emerging yet, we still do not know if this was something as silly as a galley or a fuel tank explosion. But in the light of recent events, we cannot rule out the possibility that this was more than just an accident. Reporting live from the waterfront, this is Jane Valderrama. Back to you, Jack.
Thank you, Jane, and stay dry. Stay tuned as we get more details on this unfolding event. We will bring them to you immediately. In the newsroom, I'm Jack Armstrong.
This is cool. This is more of the stuff you would have missed if you weren't paying any attention. I almost talked right over it. It's just awesome. Like, all this stuff is awesome. And this whole franchise gets really divided later on once we get to Saints Row the Third. I will say that going through these games, I am somebody who Saints Row 2 is the best of all of these. Is this a Saints Row theme song? Hold on. Is this... I wasn't expecting Exhibit to be on here. I mean, I liked Exhibit as a rapper, so I have no problem with it. I just wasn't expecting it. the soundtracks in these games are amazing. But I like Saints Rows 1 through 4. I don't remember 3 that much. So it's out of the 4, it might be the weakest one. I'm going by just the fact that I don't remember it at all. I know I played it a couple of times. I was actually playing it simultaneously on Xbox and PlayStation 3, because that's right when I was switching over from an Xbox person to a PlayStation person. So I would literally, because you would sit there and make money by idling, so I would have one console, I'd have both of them running, but I would run through, do a couple missions, get to the point where I'm making money, switch inputs, play the other one, replay all that. Like, I like Saints Row a little bit. So you're going to get these games from me from the perspective of someone who likes all of them. It gets divided later on. But you see what Saints Row can be, where it's a little silly, but it takes itself seriously enough, where the silliness, it can be tongue-in-cheek. That's why I said, like, it's like, it is kind of like a Quentin Tarantino movie. You know, or even something along the lines of, like, even like what the Marvel movies do now, where it's like everyone's sort of like, you know, snarky and stuff like that, but it's still taken seriously. There's still real stakes. And there are those dramatic moments. That's what matters. And once you get further on down the road, especially the third, like, it's not there as much. Like, people die and it doesn't hit the same. And the new Saints Row, the reboot, I couldn't tell you any dramatic moments in that entire game. Oh, I left the controller going. It blacked it out. But this is when this and Saints Row 2, I think, are like, I'm definitely on the side where these are the two superior games. But I think if you like 3 and 4 better, that's fine too. I like those as well. I don't hate any of the games in the series outside of, I don't know, I guess Gat Out of Hell. But that's just because it's not really a game. It's just side content. But that's it. That's Saints Row, the OG 2006. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I hope I managed to edit this and fix all my screw-ups before, and hopefully this episode went smoothly. Like I said, this one, and maybe even the second one, are more in line of, like, it's more of a casual, like, I don't feel the need to sort of kill myself to be good at this game. There's no difficulty setting on the first one anyways. But this is just so you guys can see it, because a lot of you guys don't get the chance to. So I'm trying to leave in as much stuff here as possible, not spoil too much of it. You know, I'm trying to present this as if you guys would never be able to play this again, because as far as I can tell, they're never going to do an HD port on this. Again, maybe now that it's shifted over, it's Gearbox that they're sort of answering to now instead of Koch Media, which I don't know how all that hierarchy works, but whatever. Gearbox is way more inclined to do like HD ports and stuff like that. So maybe we'll see it now. Because the new Saints Row, whew, that did not go well. So maybe we'll see this again. But just in case we never do, now you guys have a chance to experience the first game or two. Some of you missed the second one as well. That one's not getting an HD port. And we're going to roll right in. So that's 5 episodes for this one. Saints Row 2 will probably be about 7 or 8. It's a little bit longer. There's DLC. There's epilogue. There's a lot more to it. There's hidden missions. So we're just going to roll right into it like that. Next week, you're going to get Saints Row 2, the first episode. But I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I hope you guys are enjoying me trying to do some stuff branching out from NCAA. This stuff's here to stay. Like, I'm going to branch out. Even if the views aren't there, we'll just keep going and going, because I needed this. I needed to record something other than NCAA. I really did. And I hope you guys enjoy. But I won't know, because I'm recording this episode a month before you're even seeing the first one. Oh well. thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to hit like down below. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to get it delivered directly to your inbox every single time I upload. Any thoughts, suggestions, whatever you may have, leave it all down in the comment section below. Everything you leave down there, I will always respond to, unless you are the trolliest of trolls. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Shane. I'm out.